Welcome back to another special video of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Today, it's about my mock draft for the Seattle Kraken. Don't go nowhere. Here we go. Yes, today Coach Frenchy announced his prediction of the Seattle Kraken roster. Of course, going to be wrong, but I want to give you another format today. I'm going to show you what I did. I give you all the information, team by team, with a stat, and I'm going to talk about each player. But before we start, I want to invite you, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also on the Facebook page. Leave your comments. Tell me what you think about my selection of my each team and NHL, and of course, click on the like. So let's dive in about the Seattle Kraken. Here, a short video about the city of the Seattle Kraken, and also give you an idea, about the new ring and what the Seattle prepared for the last couple of years to make that day happening. To be honest with you, everybody's waiting for that. So today is the expansion draft. We are ready to rock and roll. Start at 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight. Here's my first selection, the Anaheim Ducks. I select HAYDN FLEURY, defenseman, 25 years old. He was straight at the deadline from the Carolina Hurricanes. So the defenseman, he have a cap hit of $1.5 million. He played last season 47 game, 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points. He has a minus 12. I really believe he's going to be a good selection for them. He's a really young player with a lot of potential. My second selection for Arizona Coyotes, I go with the forward Christian FISCHER, another 25 years old. He's a right wing, 1 million cap hit. He had 52 games last season, 3 goals, 8 assists for a total of 11 points. He has like a minus 10 last season. He's a plus, did not reach his full potential. Couple of good years, 2-3 years ago, but right now he a little bit struggled for sure. The third team I'm talking about is the Boston Bruins. I went with a great defensive, physical players. Jeremy Lauzon, 24 years old. He's a defenseman. Cap hit $850,000. He played last season 41 game. He was hurt. It was really his first full-time season in NHL. He had 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points, plus 8. You will love this kid. A lot of heart, great work ethic. The next thing I'm talking about is the Buffalo. Here, I go with a long hit home run. What are you talking about, Coach? I go with a UFA. I really believe Jake McCabe could be a solid defenseman for them. He played only 13 games last season, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points, and also plus 2. He's 27 years old. He's going to be UFA. I think if I was the Kraken, I will sign him if I was the manager. The next thing I want to talk about, guys, is the Calgary. And easy. This is going to be an easy pick. They're going to select the captain for the Calgary Flames, MARKGIORDANO, 37 years old, 1 more year to go with $6.35 million. The guy is unbelievable. 56 games last season, guy, 9 goals, 17 assists, 26 points, plus 5. The guy can play for 3 more years. Is really, really great leader. And this is a really good players to get picked by the Seattle Kraken. The next team is the Carolina Hurricanes. I went with a young man defenseman, 23 years old, Jake Bean. Honestly, is a RFA right now, so you have to renegotiate his contract, but it's going to be easy. 42 game last season, 1 goal, 11 assists, 12 points, minus 2. He have a great potential in the guys in the NHL, so I believe the Seattle should select Jake Bean. The next team I want to talk about is the Chicago Blackhawks. I look at the explosion players. I believe that's the best one you can go. Another really physical defenseman, big guy, 6'4", 6'5", NIKITA ZADOROV, 26 years old, is now a RFA, 1 more year. He's already won $4 million, but still, I think they can get him or can maybe trade him at some point. 55 game last season, 8.1 goals, 7 assists, plus 1. Colorado now. I went with a forward, Jonas. Donskoi have a great year last season, guys. 17 goals and 51 game, 31 point, plus 14. 29 years old, is a right wing. He still have a cap hit at $3.9 million for the next 2 seasons. After that, he become a UFA. Looking about a top 6 player right now, I think that would be the right selection for the Seattle Kraken manager, Ron Francis, to select Jonas Donskoi. The next player I want to talk about, the next team, honestly, is the Columbus Blue Jackets. This was not much to get there, to be honest with you. I go with the Max Domi, 26 years old. I know he has a 5.3, but it's only for 1 more year. I think he can be someone you can put on the top 9, maybe top 6 as a center. Last year, in 54 games, he had 24.9 goals, 15 assists. Not very well season for him over there, minus 18. The next team, the Dallas Star. I really believe they go with the UFA, Jamie Oleksiak. I think that would be the right things to do. Great defensive players. Good on the defensive coverage. Win his battle. 6'6", 56 games last season. 6 goals. Most of the points during his career. 14 points. That would be a good asset for the Seattle Kraken to get on the lineup for sure for the upcoming season. Detroit, I go with another defenseman like a little bit on the style of Oleksiak. Of course, not physically like him, but still great zone coverage, good on defensive. Troy Stecher, 27 years old, 1.7. Again, 1 more year to contract. UFA after that, you have a 44 game last season, 11 point, 3 goals, 8 assists, minus 13. But I think he will stabilize the Seattle Kraken on the defense. The next team, the Edmonton Oilers. I was not so sure between Benson or JUJHARKHAIRA, 6'4", 26 years old, left wing. He's a RFA, $1.2 million. He got hurt last season with concussion. He played only 40 games with 11.3 goals, 8 assists. But I believe they should get him. I think he's already established in NHL. He could be a really good asset on the bottom 6 for the Seattle Kraken. The next team, the Florida Panthers. This is already like right and the even about him to be already a Seattle Kraken. He's become now the goaltender for them. Signed a contract of $3 million at $3.5 million for 3 years. So good signature for the Seattle Kraken. Have a great year last season. 2.70 goal against and also a save percentage of .927. Los Angeles is going to be called GRUNDSTROM. This year is between Lizotte, McDavid, or him. I go with GRUNDSTROM. He played 47 games last season, 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points, minus 10. He's only 23 years old, a right wing, a lot of potential, to be honest with you. I think he would be a good asset for the Seattle. Maybe not next year, but the next couple of years for the bottom 6. I think he could be one can score 15 goals per year. The next one, Minnesota, I go with a goaltender, 24 years old, rookie, Capo Kakkonen. Have a great year last season with a Wild. He have a 16.80, 2.88 goal against, a save percentage, .902 as a rookie. He's only 24, like I said, $725,000. His contract is a RFA after the season next year. I think it could be a good backup for Chris Driedger. The next team I want to talk about is the Montreal Canadiens. They know they exposed Carey Price. I think about this many times, and then I've said, with the contract he has, with injuries coming to him, it would not be a good idea for the Seattle. So I go with the youngest, FLEURY, play in the Laval Rocket. Last season, 22 games, 6 assists, plus 9. Good transition, a lot of potential with him. He's right now a RFA. I think the Seattle will go with the good men like FLEURY. Nashville go with Calgary Flames, 29 years old, center. Have a good year last season, 13 goals and 49 games with 28 points. He right now as a cap hit at $2 million. He's going 1 more year before he become a UFA. He could be a bottom 6 for sure. Great on defensive. Win a lot of face-off. I think it would be a great addition for the Seattle Kraken. by the manager, Francis. New Jersey Devils, I went with a little bit. I was not sure between him or youngest like Merkley or Bastian. And I decided to go with Johnson. I think he's have a bad year last season again. But I think you remember he scored 18 goals with the Toronto Maple Leafs a couple years ago. He's 26, 3.4. He's going to be for 2 more years. After that, become a UFA. 11 points, like I said, 5 goals only in 50 games. But I think it would be him or Bastian if I have to do it again. The New York Islanders, I'm talking about Kiefer Bellows. 23 years old, is a right wing, cat hip at 8.93. Honestly, and 2021 RFA this season. He played 14 games last year for the Islanders. He had 3 goals, only 3 points. Look, this is only a long term. It's not a short term. Whatever he's 23, I think you have some potential with him. The next player I want to talk about is the New York Rangers, Julien Gauthier. And again, this I was switching with 2 other players, but I picked Gauthier, big guy, 6'5", good on the bottom 6. I think he could be in 30 games last year with the Rangers have 8 points, 2 goals, 6 assists for -6. You have $775K on the cap hit. RFA next season. I think it would be a good addition for the Seattle Kraken at some point to bring on the roster maybe for upcoming season. Ottawa, we're good with the veteran Josh Brown. This was him or the goaltender Joey Takar. And I think I should go with Dakar, but I did with this one with a cap hit at 1.2. 26 games last season as a defense, only 1 point, -1. I honestly, with Ottawa, I was not sure. Can we go with 4 goaltender? I said maybe not. It would be the best way. So I go with Brown, but I think Dakar should be the right one to get. Philadelphia, I go with a big James Van Riemsdyk. That's me the most expensive player I select on my my mock draft at $7 million. Last season with the Flyers, he had 56 games, 17 goals, 26 assists. Great year for GBR, 43 points, +2. You have 2 more years with his contract. That's the reason I say, you know what, at 34, you can let him go. I think he will bring good on the center number 1 for the team. After that, for Pittsburgh, this one was like between Danev and him. And I said, you know what? Let's go with the defenseman, Cody Cichy. He had a great year last season. He was played well with Ottawa. Just 2 years ago, he struggled a bit. He played last season 54 games. He had 4 goals, 13 assists, 17 points, +18. I think he can bring a lot as a pair, the second pair, like defense number 4. And I think it will be my selection for the Kraken. San Jose, this is only, it was between him or Randonado. I select Dylan Gambrell, 24 years old, 1.1. He played 49 games with the San Jose last season. 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points. He's going to be RFA after the season, next season. And I think, he's a center. It could be wing sometime. But I think for the long term, it could be a player who can help the Kraken at some point. The next team, the St. Louis Blues. This was, all the rumor was about Tarasenko. Listen, I think Vince Dunn is a great defenseman, 24 years old, played 43 games last season, 6 goals, 13 assists, 19 points, -8. He's a great on the transition, not great on the defensive side, but with all his check I have already, I think he'll be a good asset to add Vince Dunn with the Seattle Kraken. He's going to be the top 4, I believe, on the team. The next team is the Tampa Bay. This you have a big selection. Palak, Killorn, Johnson, Gord, Foote, Colton, Joseph. And I go with the center, the grinder, Yannick Gord. I know he's carrying on 5.1 for 4 more years, but still, he's going to be your top 6 center, I believe. He's a lot of good upside down with this player. 56 games, 36 points, 17 goals. Just a great players on both ways. Toronto, I go with Alex Kerfoot. Him or McCann, it was a selection. I go with Kerfoot because he's center. He's going to be a top 9 forward. He play on all the special team, for power play, PK, and plus his normal play. I think he'll be a good asset at $3.5 million for 2 more years, become UFA. He's only 26, 56 games last season, 23.8 goals, 15 assists plus 2. Next selection for the Vancouver Canucks, I go with Cole Lynn, 22 years old, right wing. I did not play with the Canucks last season. He played in the American Hockey League. We have only played 8 games, 5 goals, 3 assists for 8 points minus 3. This is a long-term, guys. This is only what I'm thinking. It's nothing wrong, nothing, again, short-term. I think he can reach a good potential in the NHL at the bottom 6. So it would be really interesting to follow up his career of Cole Lind. The next team I'm talking is about Washington Capitals. This guy was the right one to do. I know Dylan and Schultz as the defense was open over there, but Videk Vanecek, he's the right selection as the goaltender number 2 with Trigger or maybe Kakkonen. He's a 25 years old. Last season, 21, 10, and 4. Save percentage, 908, and a goal again average of 2.69. Good pick to get for the Seattle Kraken. The next thing I want to talk about is the Winnipeg Jet. I select Mason Appleton. Great year last season with the Jet as the third line forward. 56 games, 12 goals with 13 assists for a total of 25 points plus 11. And also cap it on $900,000 per year until this upcoming season. Now I'm going to show it to you guys from the cap friendly, my selection of the players. You can see I have about $48 million cap it at that moment. I still have to spend $33 million on a UFA. I think I can do this. I know I don't have a lot of forward. I need to add at least 3-4 more forward, at least 3. And I'm going to looking for UFA at some point. So we can talk about this a little bit later. Tell me a little bit more inside this video. What do you think about my selection? What I was right or wrong? Or what you would select compared to my selection? That would be great to hear from you at the bottom of this video. Now, let's move on for the defensemen. I select a lot of defensemen, to be honest with you. You can see I select 12 of them. I think I have a couple I can trade if I need some asset, or I can get some prospect and return. And I have also 3 goaltender. I'm solid on goaltender, Trigger, Vanecek, and of course, Kakkonen. And our defensemen, I have a couple of great, solid defensemen over there. Giordano is a good one over there. I think Orlicek is going to be a great one over there with Sissy and McCabe. That'll be a good one. Hopefully you like my prediction of each team. And also, please, again, one more time, don't forget to subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show. Have an amazing, great day. I look forward to you next time. Bonne journée, mes amis. On se reparle un peu plus tard.